Hi there, Frank here for premium members for the trading day of August the 4th, 2025, a Monday. First of all, please head to the blog post. We have a post about what we're expecting this week, and this is a very important read before you start your trading week. And we go into a little detail and illustration, so make sure you check that out. Let me also sum up in this video what we are looking at right now. So first of all, this is a pretty unique event here on the indexes. I'm just going to show you the ES, but the others look similar as well. So what is an instant reversal is two opposite candles, dynamic reversal from candle to candle. So this is an instant reversal. And when that happens in a bull flag, well, normally, and 99 or whatever, 95% of the time, what we expect is a beautiful long trade coming out of this instant reversal. Now, Friday, that's exactly what did not happen, okay? So this is quite a spectacular failure of a pattern. I can't recall when I saw that last. Now, this could be significant. We're going to wait and see. On the weekly, we only retested the breakout area, so it's not the end of the world, but the size of this weekly candle, look at this. When was the last time you saw this completely red candle on the weekly chart? That was back in April when that tariff-related drop occurred. So this doesn't happen too often. Could be significant. And if we look at the other markets, then this could gain even more significance. So let's continue with the currencies. If you like this type of content, I encourage you to check out our premium membership, especially the annual premium membership, which includes all our services as well as all our software. If you just want to purchase our software, you can do so in the shop as well. In either case, we hope to have you on board soon as we build our community of traders dedicated to trading excellence. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. 6E, which is the mirror image of the DX by and large, the dollar basket. What did we see Friday? Again, another probably very significant event here in the form of this breakout to the upside. So it looks like the 6E just had enough of sinking. And now we are building a bull flag. And be on the lookout for a trigger out of this bull flag, because this could be, first of all, a good 1-hour trade, but perhaps the beginning of something more long-term. Okay, so in other words, I'm expecting the further or the resumption of the weakening of the USD. And that could mean long trades. To translate that into practical terms, long trades on the Swiss franc, for example, looks beautiful. We know the Swiss franc is a reserve currency, and that might gain more significance as we go forward and as the world seemingly is starting to lose trust in the US dollar. We'll see what happens with this whole thing, but historic days, whichever way you look at it, but we're looking at it here in this video from a trading perspective, and from a trading perspective for us technically motivated directional traders, this is a potential excellent long trade here. Make a decision when you want to enter, up here, down here. That's just a level of aggressiveness. Your stop should be just around here anyway. Okay, and 6E is similar, and you can look at the other ones, Canadian dollar, all of them reversed. Sudden reversal on Friday. But the 4-hour chart shows that, and the 15-minute look, and it happened at the same time on all of them. Exactly the same time. So this is a global event spanning several major currencies. Okay, on to metals. Gold reversed, or so it seems. Volatility compression pointing to the upside based on this bottom tail on the weekly. And we are range bound, yes, but with this candle, what looks like selling has stopped, has been halted, and we are now in a range within the larger range, eyeing 35 for now and perhaps much more. Technically and practically speaking, I think it's best to wait for a pullback and then look for a trigger on the 4-hour chart. Okay, SI was also weak throughout last week, remember? But now the price action and these candles, the green candles, perhaps are an indication that selling enough is enough, and now we're heading up. So there's a second asset class, currencies, metals. And now let's look at the third one, which is treasuries. Remember, treasuries are safe haven. Money goes to treasuries when equities look too risky. And look what happened Friday. This is also not an accident. It cannot be an accident. And everything, currencies, metals, and treasuries happened right on the open on Friday. Now, we don't need to go into speculation and pretend to be economists and PhDs and stuff. We're just looking at price action. And the job is either, well, probably would have been very difficult to catch this one, but we're definitely interested in the next pullback on the 4-hour chart on treasuries, meaning ZB, ZN, ZF. And parallel with this, in these asset classes, I do expect trouble on equities, which means the indexes, ES, NQ, YM, and the others. This doesn't look too good on the indexes. So play it safe, reduce your exposure to equities, and perhaps put a little more into metals and treasuries, play it safe. Okay, so worth paying attention. That's what I wanted to share with you. I don't know the outcome of all this, of course, but this is what I'm focusing on and practicing caution on equities, looking at treasuries and metals, gold, silver, to see what we can make of this. And definitely Swiss franc, for example, and the euro, which I think is where we can park some money until, if we want to reduce our exposure to the US currency. All right, so again, let's see what happens, all right? This is what I want to share with you. Details in the blog post, and we'll be back in the morning. And as usual, until then, mindful trading.